Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5, and this Testing Tuesday, we're going to be testing the Comet and the Comet SR that just came out. I'm pretty sure it's called just the Pfister, or whatever it is, Comet SR. I keep wanting to say RS because that's, I think what it actually is. Should be the top floor. I still have to get the Comet Safari, I think. I already did the Comet Retro, or the Retro Comet, whatever. But today we're going to be testing these two, the green and the red one. They look almost identical, obviously, other than the color. I have a different wing on this one than I do that one. Headlights are different. Bumpers are different. Rims are different. The back end is definitely different with the tail lights. I believe these two have the same engine, but the Retro Comet has a different engine. I did once have... We'll take this one out first and talk about this one. I did once have this a long time ago, and I ended up taking it to Benny's and upgrading it, which is now my Retro Comet. I had it this exact color with these, not these exact rims, but I had it this color, a little bit different rims that were green only in the center. And I think I didn't have any spoiler on it. I really do like the car, but after driving this and the SR Comet, I like the SR a lot more. If I had to buy one or the other, like if it was just a choice between the two, it would definitely, yeah, I would have to pick the SR Comet. That one, it feels quicker, and it feels like it has a lot more grip. As always, I have the vehicles maxed out. I already know they're maxed out because I just did everything yesterday, including the Sentinel Classic, which will probably be the next episode or the one after that. But I'm definitely going to keep both of the cars. I'm starting a Porsche garage. I'm not going to have like the Porsche SUV. I can't talk today. I want the Safari as well, which I'll have to wait to get that. I got my tax return for GTA where they give you, I think it's 10% back. And I got over $900,000 from that, so I must have spent a shit ton of money. I know I have spent quite a bit of money, though, since that whole thing started, because I had to get the Stromberg, which is also going to be another upcoming video sometime soon. I know for a fact you can't use it on the test track, but I'm going to do what I did before and just time it with my phone. That way you can get it on the leaderboard. But I liked this car the most in GTA 4 because it was just a really good car to have. I didn't really care for it much in Vice City or San Andreas because I just didn't like how it looked back then. Now I really do like it. There was a long period where I didn't even want this car. Like, I didn't want to have to shove out the money to buy it again, even though I think it's only like $110,000, which is not a lot of money with today's standards of GTA. Which the thing is, $100,000 is close to what it would be in real life, actually. Am I gonna have to... Let's just play this safe. I don't like being the person that goes in passive, but I have to do that sometimes when I do these videos, because usually I would start them in a solo session, so no one bothers me while I'm trying to do these. But I do like this car a lot. Now let's hop in the Comet SR and talk a little about that. Okay, now that we're in the Comet SR, I just realized this has a better exhaust sound as well. Listen to that. Like I said, this does have different taillights. I do like these taillights a little more. I think this one's also a tiny bit wider in the back. I do want to show you guys the engine in this. There's the engine. It's kind of low and a lot farther back than what you would think. Like, I understand that it's in the back of the car, but it should be more towards the center, I believe, than what it is. And that trunk is very small. I really don't know how you would put an engine in this. It's probably the body gets put on after the engine with a car like this. If you're wondering, the color of mine is candy red. During the day, it looks really red, but at night, it looks like it has a little bit of pinkness to it. This one also, I like the headlights on this, but I feel like I like the headlights more on the other one. That's cool how the high beams and stuff work. There's someone in an Avenger over there. That's why everything's the way it is right now, like with bombs going off in the distance, which is nice. It's probably what he spent all his tax money on. What else about this? This one you actually get to change the color of the little... I think it's for the engine to get more airflow to it, since it's in the rear. Just those like little black pieces on the sides. When you buy the vehicle, they come stock as carbon fiber, and so does the roof. But I don't care for the carbon fiber look, to be honest, unless it's like a spoiler or one of those little chin strap things or whatever the fuck they're called. Chin spoilers, I think is what it is. Chin strap, that's fucking a beard. I don't think there's really much more to talk about this. Performance-wise, it feels like it has some fairly good acceleration. It has, I've seen it hit 120. We're going over 120 right now. We're going 130. Holy titties. That really started to speed up. It definitely feels faster than the standard Comet. What else? It has a lot more grip, but the engine weight can kind of push out at semi-random times, which is not really something I like. But let's now take this on over to the test track. Actually, not this one. We're gonna have both going at the same time, hopefully. I haven't tried that in editing yet, but I am today. So we're gonna have them side by side, and we're gonna watch them both go at the same time. So I'll see you guys over at the test track. Okay. If you're listening to this audio, it's going to be the audio from the red RS, or SR. I'm getting that mixed up constantly. I'm too used to the real-life versions of these, because most of these vehicles... RS sounds a lot better than SR. Drive me an SR. Unless it's an SRT8. Street Racing Technologies. Or it could be an SRT10. I don't know if they do SRT12s. They might. I think they might for the Viper. The exhaust does definitely sound better on this. And it looks better, other than the headlights seem a bit off to me. I don't know. I like both of the headlights, but I still think that the headlights look better on the standard Comet. Stay, like, straddle the yellow. This does feel a lot faster in the straight lines, and I think it has an extra gear, too. But it takes a lot to get into that last gear. Because the last gear changes around 120, I do believe. Okay, we'll try to straddle the yellow. Moving a little on the inside of it, though. Okay, we got 209.731 seconds. I know for a fact that that's better, but how much better? Let's now head on over to Leaderboard and see what times we got. The first vehicle we're going to be looking at, because it was going to be hard to fit both of them in while editing, so I put them, they're on separate pages anyhow. I'm doing the regular Comet first, then the SR, not RS. But as you can see, the standard Pfister Comet came in 27th place with 2 minutes 14.536 seconds. It's not a terrible time, honestly. It definitely, just as a heads up, it definitely didn't beat the SR Comet. But now moving on to the SR Comet, it came in 16th place at 2 minutes 9.721 seconds. That is great for a sports car. The only other sports car on here that I see is the Schafter V12 in 19th place, which was a second slower, but that car doesn't have great acceleration, which part of this is acceleration, which is why that came a little slower. But it really surprised me for the SR to come where it did, because it's surrounded by fast bikes and supercars. I thought it was going to actually come in the top 10, but it did end up coming in the top 20. That it's just astonishing to me how good that sports car is, because those are supercar numbers. And like there's other cars in there. I think the Tempesta is also a supercar, and so is the Penetrator, the T20, the FCR 1000's a bike, so is the Diablos and the Nightblade. So far this is going great and looking great for the Comet SR. So now let's take both cars over to the drag track and see what we can get with them over there. Okay, let's see what we can get with this one. Again, this time we're doing green car, the audio of the green Comet. Ciao. This one is going to be, I think, one of the big key things. I mean, both of them are, but I think this one might be a little... well, the other one's obvious of which car is better. Because I did 2 tests of each car and pick the 2 best times, like the best time of each one. Okay, what'd we get? 25.394 seconds. That doesn't sound extremely good. But now let's take the red car, or we already did the red car. Let's head on over to the leaderboard and see where we placed. Again, we are going to have to do 2 separate pages because they ended up coming on 2 separate pages. But the standard Pfister Comet came in 34th place at 25.394 seconds. It still ended up near the Diablos like the SR version did. So it's not the fastest accelerating car, which you could tell just by driving it, but it still does handle fairly good. But with both cars, sometimes if you turn too hard, the back will swing really roughly because the engine is in the back, but it also should prevent it at the same time. So if you do lose it, that's your own fault. But moving on now to the SR Comet, it came in 14th place at 23.859 seconds, which is a very good time still. In both of them, it came in the top 20, which is absolutely great. The only other sports cars I see here are the Rapid GT, the 770, and the Shafter V12, but they are all slower by a second at least with some of them. But it's still a great car to be going that quick. If I were you, I would seriously consider buying one if you do races a lot. But if you want a Porsche, get this one because it pretty much is better in every single way compared to the standard Comet. So I would definitely have to recommend this one to you. I, however, am going to be keeping both. Because I like both of them in their own way. I probably won't drive the regular Comet that often, but I still am going to keep it. But I hope this video helped you guys out in some way, people that enjoy racing and stuff like that. Don't forget to post in the comments what vehicle you would like to see me test in the next episode. As of now, it's going to be the Sentinel Classic. So unless someone else wants another vehicle done, that's what the next video is going to be on. So I'm going to end the video at that. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.